What is up, guys? It is Nick, and we're back again with another video. This time I'm going to do a little tutorial in 2K20 My Career Mode on what badges to put on your player and what badges not. Like, what badges aren't so good and what badges are good. Now, excuse my, badges I've already put. I'm going to go over them in a minute. So, we're going to start with Ankle Breaker. We're just going to go straight down the list. Ankle Breaker is a very good badge, in my opinion. It is amazing if you're a very good dribbler, if you like to dribble. It's amazing for that. It's good if you want to break some ankles, basically, in a court. That's why it got its name, Ankle Breaker. I use that badge a lot. I don't think I'll ever take it off. I like it there. Next up, we got Bailout. Probably, I would say, one of the more underrated badges. I don't know. You let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this one. But I think it's more underrated due to the fact that you need this badge, especially if you're that dude who likes to take jump shots but then pass at the last second because the dude closed out. If you ain't got this badge, that ball is going straight out of bounds. I'm telling you that right now. If you have this badge, you'll be fine. You'll still be able to put the pass on point. The reason I don't have this badge right now, I'm going to probably put it up for Space Creator. Probably. I don't have this up right now because when I take a jump shot, I'm normally I'm full go with that jump shot. I will not back out of it. Unless, I really, really don't like the jump shot. So, yeah, that's why I think Bailout is so good. Especially if you like doing that. Break Starter. You do not need this badge at all. You won't need this badge. You probably won't ever need this badge. This badge is here for more effective outlet passes on the break. On the... You know what I'm saying? You won't need this badge because most of the time you throw effective outlet passes. So this badge is not that useful. I've seen people just throw great outlet passes. I'm not saying like me, but I will grab a rebound and throw a very amazing outlet pass without this badge on. So you don't really need it. Next up, we got Dimer. Dimer is good if you pass that ball. If you pass that ball and your teammate is open, he has a higher chance at making that wide open jump shot, even if he doesn't green it, because you have Dimer. So you can literally just drop the ball off to anyone that is open, and this badge will automatically activate and give him a higher chance. So I really like this badge. I'm probably going to keep it on Hall of Fame. Downhill. I really don't see the reason you would need this. Unless you're a center or a power forward. You probably won't need this. Because most centers just pass the ball to the guard and let the guard just run up and throw it down or whatever. But some centers... This is good for a center. I'm going to tell you that. It's not good for a point guard or a shooting guard because they already have decent speed. Small forward too. Power forward and centers are really where this is a good badge. So it's not a terrible badge, but it's not a great badge. Next up, we got Dream Shake. This is amazing for centers and power forwards, especially if you go into post. Point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, not so good because you're not probably going to ever be down there enough to just post up a dude and go for a dream shake, you know what I'm saying? You're probably going to be out there dribbling the ball, shooting it, and passing the rock. You know what I'm saying? You won't really need this. Unless you're a power forward or center, you'll probably want this badge. So, just saying. Flashy Passer. Flashy Passer, I feel like you don't need. Yes, it's good for boosting your teammates' takeover, but you don't need it. Literally, all you have to do is dot them up with Dimer. It's basically the equivalent of Dimer. It just gives them a little bit of a boost, which I don't really see the point of. But they have to make the shot. So if you only got Dimer, but you have Flashy Passer, they run at a higher risk of not making the shot. So I really don't see like you need this badge at any position. Floor General, this is a good badge. This gives your teammates higher offensive attributes. So like their 3-ball might go up like +3. It might have been an 88, now it's an 80 or a 91. You know what I'm saying? This is good for giving your team a better advantage on the offense. Doesn't work for defense because this is an offensive badge, if you know what I'm saying. But I like this. This probably won't go down. So yeah, handles for days. This is good if you're a dribbler. If you're like a straight up dude who just relies on dribbling and then going to the rack, you're gonna need this badge. I will tell you that it's not very required. Yes, you don't lose that much energy for dribbling like an absolute maniac for the whole entire dang shot clock, or the whole entire damn shot clock. But you really don't need this badge. So, I mean, some people use it if you like to dribble. If you like to dribble, go ahead, slap that thing on. If you don't, it's probably is not going to take up a slot, especially because you have limited badges. You know what I'm saying? So if you like to dribble, this badge is for you. If not, don't suggest putting this badge on. Next up, we got Lob City Passer. You don't need this badge. You really don't. I don't ever like think I need this badge. I'll throw an alley-oop all the time and it will most likely connect, especially if I have a dude jumping. Obviously it won't connect if your dude doesn't jump, or like if your teammate didn't know you were going to throw it and then they don't jump. If they jump, your lob is probably going to connect. Like this is not, you don't need this badge. I'm trying to tell you. You really don't. Unless you just only throw alley-oops. Then you might want to slap this badge on. But if you don't throw alley-oops, like if you throw maximum 1 a game, you don't need this badge. You don't. Needle Threader. Okay, this one's a tough one. I don't have it on, but this is good if you like to throw sketchy passes. I don't really tend to throw sketchy passes, you know what I'm saying? My passes are normally on target and they go to the correct dude, especially if the dude is open. Now, he might be open by a step. This will help if you like to throw sketchy passes, and most of the time they won't go through. Like, the defender will steal it or stuff like that. That is what it's used for. If you just are that basic dude who just hits the wide open person, or just does the like little handoff, you won't need this badge. Actually, I don't use this badge and my passes still get to the dude. So, it is what it is. If you like throwing sketchy passes, this badge is for you. Next up, we got Pass Fake Maestro. You don't need this badge. I'm telling you that right now. You won't need this badge. If you want to do pass fakes, those will probably work as good as they would with this badge as if you didn't have the badge. You don't need it. At any position, really. Post Spin Technician. Now, it's an amazing badge for centers and power forwards. Like a couple of them are. A couple of them are good for certain positions. This is not good for point guard, shooting guard, small forwards. This is used for the big man. You don't need it if you're a guard or a small forward. You don't. Unless you solely rely on post moves, which basically that's your center or power forward, you won't need it. So don't slap it on unless you're those dudes. Quick first step. Now, I don't have this badge on This is an amazing badge for slashers. If you're a slasher, this is your badge. You want to slap this on. This is your badge. You'll get around your defender a lot quicker with just one step. So probably you might want to put this on there at Hall of Fame. This is a good badge for guards, centers. It can go iffy. Honestly, it could. So, guards, this is amazing, especially if you're a slasher. Small forward, if you're a slasher, put this on too. The big man, you're not going to need it that much, so probably don't slap it on. Space Creator. This basically it basically gives you what it does in the name. Creates space. This badge is used for dribbling and fadeaways. Now, I have this badge on only because sometimes I'll just pull up a random fadeaway and it'll go in. So that's always why I had this badge on. I don't have it on for any other purpose. If I didn't pull up random fadeaways, I wouldn't have this badge on. Just telling you. This is what that badge is good for. Dribbling and fadeaways. So if you're a center, that could go iffy. If you're like a big man, that could go iffy. Like, I know a big man, they like to do fadeaways. Like in a post. So you might want to slap this badge on. Point guards and stuff like that, you might want to slap this badge on. So, I mean, kind of works for some positions. It actually works. So, slap it on if you're that dude. If you don't pull it for any fadeaways, don't slap this badge on. Just don't. Actually, scratch the dribbling. This is made for... I'm just so delusional. This is made for fadeaways. If you don't do fadeaways, you won't need this badge. If you do, this badge is for you. Stop and go. I actually might put this badge on. Okay. This is also a very good badge for slashers. People who rely on getting to the rack. This allows you to stop with the ball, just totally stop what you were doing, you know what I'm saying, just chill there, set up your offense or whatever, you just dribble in there, and then go as fast as you can, straight to the rack. The defender won't, like, totally pick up on that, you know what I'm saying. You might not want to do this every play. He'll tend to back off, which would make this badge useless. But if you do it, like, once, twice a game at a random time, this badge is amazing. I don't have it on because I don't drive to the rack like that. Okay, I rely on shooting and dribbling to shoot my shot. You know what I'm saying? Next up, we got tight handles. This badge is good for quick moves, basically. This, like, makes your stuff low and more effective. That's what tight handles does. You won't need this if you're a big man. I'm trying to tell you. If you're a dribbler, you might want to slap this badge on. At any position where you are forced to dribble to create shots for people, you might want to slap this badge on. I don't have it on Hall of Fame because I just figured out what this badge does. But last but not least, we have Unpluckable. Unpluckable basically reduces the chances of you getting stripped or, like, losing the ball. Like, them stealing it, basically. Centers, power forwards, you don't need this badge. I'm trying to tell you. You're just doing your thing in a post or just standing out there getting ready to take your jump shot if you're those kind of dudes. You won't need this badge unless you're a point guard, shooting guard, and occasionally a small forward. I say occasionally because most small forwards, they will need all those other badges I named, but most small forwards have a point guard or shooting guard on their team. So the point guard and shooting guard are supposed to do the main dribbling. So point guards and shooting guards, you might want to slap this badge on. I don't slap this badge on. I didn't. I probably will. Let's be honest here. I know I said that about a couple badges. I'm probably gonna take off a couple badges, see what works with me. I might take off Space Creator. I'm starting to pull up for less fadeaways, so that badge might be going down. But this is a good badge if you dribble a lot. And it's amazing if your opponent sits there and spam square. Just sits there and spam square. Like, I don't know, like, what to tell you. If they sit there and spam square and you got this badge on, they're not really going to do nothing. It's going to be a foul, like, every time. So, but that is it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial on what badges to use for your My Park, or your basically My Career and My Park. I will probably make this a 4-thing series where I just talk about all the different things. So shooting will probably be next, then probably the finishing or slashing badges, shooting badges will be next, then comes slashing badges or finishing badges, and then last but not least we got the defending badges. So this will be a 4-part series, and hope you guys enjoyed. Smash the like button if you did. If you didn't enjoy it, still smash that like button. Like, I don't care if you didn't like it or not. You smashing that like button, okay, my man? You're joining the like hype. I don't know if that's the thing, but whatever. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not. I'm trying to hit that 15 subscribers by the end of this week. It's gonna be my challenge until I hit it. So y'all gonna listen to me saying that a lot. Comment down below what badge you rock with. Scratch rock. What badge you like the most? That's what I want to see in the comments. What badge do you like the most? But that'll do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.